Imagine an Apollo lunar module, a piece of humankind's greatest adventure, not on the moon, but lost beneath the cold Atlantic off the quiet coast of Nova Scotia. How did a relic of the space race end up here, beneath the waves? Tonight, we dive into one of NASA's strangest true stories, the lunar lander that never left Earth, but was lost to the sea. During the height of the Apollo era, NASA built full-scale test versions of its spacecraft. These were called boilerplates, heavy metal models used for training recovery teams in ocean landings. During the feverish height of the Apollo program, NASA's singular mission was to land a man on the moon. But behind the iconic launches were years of relentless, earthbound testing. The agency built full-scale, non-spaceworthy models of its spacecraft, including the lunar module, to rigorously practice every scenario, especially the crucial ocean recovery of astronauts after splashdown. A final, critical step in the journey to the off, Nova Scotia were chosen for their brutal realism, providing a harsh proving ground. Here, heavy swells and unpredictable weather tested equipment and crews to their limits, turning routine drills into battles against the sea itself. One of these, known as the NASA LM test article, the U.S. Navy task force steamed north, tasked with testing the Apollo modules in the most demanding conditions imaginable in 1970. They specifically chose the waters off Nova Scotia for their notorious reputation, where frigid temperatures and powerful, unpredictable seas mirrored the worst-case scenarios of a real splashdown. The churning, violent waves and howling winds were not an obstacle, but the entire point of the exercise. It was here, in the North Atlantic's fury, that both machine and procedure had to be proven ready for any emergency return to Earth. The testing was abruptly cut short as the skies darkened, and the sea transformed into a churning chaos of towering waves. In the heart of the building storm, the very environment they sought to master became an uncontrollable force that would ultimately claim their test module. But when a storm hit off the coast of Nova Scotia, its tether snapped. The mock lander, weighing more than 7,000 pounds, vanished beneath the surface. Despite search attempts, it was never found again. Years later, divers and maritime historians began whispering about the object. A shape seen on sonar, half buried in sand. Was it just debris, or the missing Apollo test article? The Smithsonian itself confirms that the artifact, officially catalogued as NASA LM test article, buoyancy test, was lost at sea off Nova Scotia in 1970. It remains there, a forgotten monument to human ambition resting in Canadian waters. The Smithsonian's record and NASA's own Apollo program summary report both verify the loss. The CBC later revisited the mystery, calling it space junk turned treasure. Local divers have claimed sightings, but its precise location remains classified, guarded by the silence of the deep. Somewhere off Nova Scotia, a ghost of the space age sleeps, a lunar module that dreamed of the moon, now claimed by the sea. Perhaps one day it will rise again, not to walk among the stars, but to remind us that even our most extraordinary journeys sometimes end quietly, close to home. Follow for more Nova Scotia mysteries, histories, and untold stories beneath the surface.